Thursday, baby. Summertime MisippBROs coming to you live, streaming all on your fantastic devices, dude. Hey, it's a beauty where here I am in Pismo Beach, California, hanging with my bro to my, look at that, I pointed right, dude. Hanging to my left here, man, we got the younger MisippBROs knocking it back, man. We got Pacquiao to talk about. We got Deion Sanders to talk about. We got Kobe Bryant Day to talk about. We got all kinds of baseball to talk about. We might even throw in some football, but it's not football season yet. But they're getting ready for it. Pac-12, what are you doing? I know what you're doing. You're forming an alliance, baby, because you're taking on the SEC. I'm going to hand it over to my bro. What is up, bro, man? Coming to you live on a Thursday.
Hey, happy to be back at it. A rare missed opportunity Monday. Solo MisippBRO. Thanks for holding it down, bro. Thanks for holding it down, Bruce. I didn't get to tune in live. I was on the golf links in Half Moon Bay at the Ritz-Carlton, one of the locally famous courses around here. Got some epic scenery, a couple cliff shots around the ocean. Got some Pebble Beach and British Open feel to it because it's always foggy. It's always wet. It's the greenest place I've been all year since Hawaii. So let me just say,
since Hawaii.
But as for California, you're not going to find a much wetter place, a much greener place than Half Moon Bay. And there was some good golf played. It was a scramble tournament. I came out the gates hot. Haven't played 18 in 7 months. Birdied the first hole. It's a par 5. Parred the next one. And before the team got a little too excited, I tempered their expectations. I said, hey, I haven't had to chip and putt too much yet. So enjoy the birdie par sequence while you can, friends.
Yes.
It's probably the only one coming out of me today. I wasn't wrong. I did get another birdie. I did get another par, just not back to back. So I had a great Monday. Thanks for holding it down, Chooch.
Right on. Hey, man, my pleasure, dude. It was fun, dude. We had a good time. We missed you, of course, dude. And but at the same time, man, we were knocking it back. And then we had a little interruption. Your brother showing a little bit of his. I'm pretty confident, but anyways.
Let me guess. Our father called right at the right time?
Dude, our dad hardly ever calls, right? But he called right during the middle of the cast. In 30-minute window, he nailed it. I went to go swipe it up, dude, to get rid of it because it was on my screen, and I pushed it. And dude, I freaking, and Bruce started scrambling. I'm like, oh, come on. I went back to the call, and you know what, man? That's what a professional Mr. White is, dude, because I'll tell you right now that I went back, hit the Skype, and bam, I was back on. So it was cool, man. We had a good time, man. Some opinions were flying. In fact, I was talking some shite about golf while you were playing golf, dude. So I want to know what your take is on that, dude. You know, you listen to it, man. Is golf a sport?
It's a sport like bowling. To me, it's a sport like darts. It's a skill-based game.
It's a skill
that has become sporting. I don't know how to put it.
It's a yes or no answer, dude. Quit trying to tiptoe.
Based on your definition of the ball needs to move for it to be a sport, well, it's not a sport because the ball doesn't move on its own. But you could say the same about bowling. You know, the ball doesn't move on its own. You don't react to a moving target. There's no passes. You know, I get it. It's teeters on the line. I mean, it's teeters on the line. But I think you got to call it a sport. We might have to look up the definition of sport. What the Webster's Dictionary says, not the Book of Chooch. So.
Hey, you know what? You talk to athletes about what a sport is. Don't talk to Webster. He sits in a book all day.
Well, he's also a little bit older. You got to dust him off. He's been around for a while.
Exactly.
You know. So.
Yeah.
And I know you caught up a little bit of baseball action. We were at the A's game in Oakland on Sunday, and as they have done lately, the A's coughed up a late lead, something that they've grown accustomed to this particular week. The Giants, business as usual, take 2 out of 3 games, take 2 out of 3 games, take 3 out of 4 games, wash, rinse, repeat. When I woke up Monday morning, their record was, the Giants, 88-44. That's precisely taking 2 out of 3 games every series. So the Giants continue to do what they do. The A's sputtering games away. I read this, Chad. A's losers of 8 of 10. We're about to talk MLB teams that are streaking in the playoff push here. A's, losers of 8 of 10. They are 6-15 in one-run games since the All-Star break.
That means they don't know how to close. And any A's fan will tell you the same.
Yeah, and they've had their issues with AJ Puck and Lou Trevino holding those late leads. So here's to them turning around, but they don't have the mojo that the Giants have had seemingly all year. They certainly don't have the mojo that the New York Yankees steamrolling into Oakland this week. 11 wins in a row. They took all of the hate they were receiving a month ago. They got the perfect acquisitions for their lineup at the trade deadline. And yeah, they did have the Orioles on their schedule. Why do I bring up the Orioles? Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Oh, yes, dude. Mark with the Orioles hat, dude.
Thank goodness. I'll tell you where this hat came from. People I know are wondering. This guy's got Brewers hats. He's got A's hats. He's got Giants hats. He's got Orioles hats. What's the next hat? He's got a Pittsburgh Pirates hat. We pulled that one out. The Orioles until yesterday.
That one was earned. That was earned.
Yeah, this hails from the J.J. Hardy days at shortstop. Maybe a little Adam Jones in center and Chris Davis at first base.
Oh my God!
I've had this guy in the rotation for about 10 years, maybe 9.
It's a good-looking hat. It's a good-looking hat.
It is. Baltimore. You got off the snide yesterday against none other than Shohei Ohtani on the mound. 2 home runs in the first inning, a 5-run eighth. They finally got the monkey off their back. How many did they lose in a row?
19, baby. And that's the second time in 3 years they've lost 19 in a row.
Who were the benefactors of said losing streak? Well, they played teams like the Rays 6 times. Tampa said thank you very much for all 6 wins. They played the Red Sox 3 times. They played the Braves 3 times. They played the Yankees 3 times. All of those teams, are in playoff pursuit. Thank you, Baltimore, from all of those more winning franchises.
Dude, not only that, man. Not only did they lose 19, and then yesterday, I'm following this stuff because I love a good losing streak, man. I love it. Next thing you know, man, I'm like, oh, they're down. They're up 2-0, down 6-2. And I'm like, oh, 20, baby, it's coming. No, we don't want 20. We don't want 20. We put the 5 spot in the bottom of the 8th. Thank you, Angel pitchers that can't find it. And then next thing you know, man, they win. And now I look and they're up 7-1 today. They're gonna go on a freaking streak, dude. You watch. They got the monkey off their back. They're ready to roam. They're ready to roam, dude. Watch out, AL East.
They're gonna finish above 500. They're gonna call up Adley Rutschman. He's just gonna light it up in September. Trust me. Now, do you know who's accounted for the 1 run from the Angels today?
Let me guess, dude. He pitched yesterday, and he's their best player. In fact, he's having the best season ever by an MLBer.
His name's Shohei Ohtani, and people literally hit a home run before Mark got out of bed today. So how about that? Just a little peek under the hood, folks. I wasn't slacking off too much. Sometimes I try to send as many work emails as I can while still laying horizontally. And I did that today. By the time my feet hit the ground at 10:10 in the morning, Shohei Ohtani already had a home run under his belt.
Dude. I was Shohei Ohtani had a home run under his belt. Your big bro here, man, was walking to Show Beach here down in Pittsburgh, and freaking knocking down some pelicans, dude. Not knocking them down. I wasn't knocking them down. Checking them out. Found a pelican rock, dude. No one wants to know that. Anyways, that's where I was when you got out of the sack at 10:10.
So we got it. Just while we're talking team streak and teams poised for a playoff run, the Red Sox are hot, the Dodgers are hot, or not, Padres are not, and just another. When we talk about these teams in so simple fashion because they just keep doing what they do, but I see such parallels between San Francisco, Tampa Bay. Both teams on the brink of 80 wins. The Giants have already surpassed that mark. The Rays are at 79.
You said 88 before, and I want to correct you. It was 81. You talked about they have 82 now.
All right. Well, about 2 out of 3. You're right. Gotta wipe the cobwebs out in the morning and get my stats. For the fact check, that's one of the first big bro fact checks. I love it. So
it happens.
How about a little Farhan Zaidi appreciation, though? Because names that didn't excite people in the offseason are certainly exciting in 2021. How about Darren Ruff and his slugging percentage? How about Lamonte Wade Jr. and his 17 to 18 home runs sprinkled in? How about Yastrzemski? How about Des Sclafani? How about Alex Wood? How about Jake McGee, Wilmer Flores, and the hero in Oakland on Sunday, Donovan Solano?
Dude, great pickups and great pickups, great observations, being able to find value out there. They say find value. These are ball players that just weren't getting a chance somewhere else. But the Giants coaching staff and their pitching staff have to get a lot of this credit. All 13 of them, dude. All right, because we know they got a million coaches, but man, they have changed the way the Giants approach an at bat. You can see it in their ABs. They're going yard more often, and they score most of their runs off bombs. I think they lead the league in homers too. The Giants. The freaking Giants lead the league in home runs. And Zaidi and then Kapler, after a tough start, has really come around. They put a freaking solid club together. And like you said, man, no one star. Someone gets you every other day, man. It's baseball. It's poetry and baseball to watch.
Yes, the Giants absolutely lack that classic thumping superstar with 35 homers by this time of year. They don't have that. That's one way to lead the league in homers. But they have so many guys with 15 to 23. Right? I mean, just deep. I feel like their 7-hitter has 15 homers. Any given day, whether it's Solano at the top or Lamonte Wade, those guys got 15 to 20 homers. I mean, it's incredible team ball in San Francisco. And I just want to say, hats off Farhan Zaidi, hats off Gabe Kapler. Two guys that a lot of Giants fans were skeptical about when they first arrived in the Bay Area.
No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it, man. And not only that, dude, you know where they got Yastrzemski from? That team you're wearing on your hat.
Oh boy! Wow. The Orioles certainly could use a guy like
the Orioles. Yeah, they got a little problem with player development and understanding what they have in their system. He was buried in AAA. He had been in AAA for like 6 years. Buried in AAA behind 2 or 3 guys. Who? How could you put yourself behind anybody in the Orioles organization right now? It is a tip of hat to Farhan Zaidi.
Well, and similar colors, but very differently run franchises, might I say. And on that note, baseball. We talked about this team a little bit cold. They got a superstar, but he can't do it alone. Did you see any of the 16-inning affair between the Dodgers and Padres last night?
I did not. I saw highlights around the 7th, 8th inning, and then I said, okay, cool, I'll check it out later on. Woke up this morning, and it went 16 in this day and age with the fake runner on second. That's hard to do.
Yeah, somebody joked on Twitter that after last night's 16-inning affair, MLB is definitely going to consider starting a runner halfway between third and home to lead off the 11th inning. Just to make sure that doesn't happen again. And we got this from a contributor to the show, Coach Seth. Thank you, Coach. He mentioned to me, he goes, time for the universal DH to be implemented in both leagues again because it was tough to watch middle relievers and closers hitting in the 15th, 16th innings because the benches were so short. That wasn't the only thing notable about the game. Walker Buehler and Blake Snell of all people. Blake Snell, 7 2/3, 10 hits allowed. Walker Buehler doing his best Timmy Lincecum in his prime impersonation. I love it. And he went 8 innings. He only gave up 3 hits. The Padres only had 4 hits total heading into the 15th inning. When what happened? After an 0-for-6 start to the game, who else but Fernando Tatis Jr. with an opposite field home run?
To keep
them in it.
After the Dodgers had scored 2.
Yes, because there was
that tied the game, right?
Two run homers in the 15th. Yes.
Did you see it? It looked like, was that Mookie Betts out there?
I don't think it was because that wasn't a Mookie athletic play.
I think Mookie makes that play, dude. It looked like it was right there for the taking, dude. But hey, hats off to Tatis, dude. Came through with Kevin.
Yes. So again, it's a perfect microcosm of the Padres versus the Giants. They have the true superstar face of baseball, and they just can't get it done. And they did have the pitching going last night. So that's your NL West recap. That's your what's going on in MLB playoff push. Brought to you by Chad and Mark Misippo, the MisippBROs. But I got to. This guy, we didn't get it. We talked about him approaching this milestone. The more I look at this list, the more I'm impressed. Miguel Cabrera deserves a lot of appreciation, okay? He is now a member of the Elite 500 Home Run Club. He's a career 311 hitter. He's the most recent and for a long time to come Triple Crown winner. He's a World Series winner. He's an MVP. This guy's got all the accolades, all right? And I just want to say, it's going to be a while, folks, until we get another 500 homers because the active leaders goes like this. Nelson Cruz with 443, there's a chance if he keeps defying, the aging process. Robinson Cano, see you later, 334, never going to happen. Giancarlo Stanton, 334 as well.
No.
He might do it, but he's really got to keep he's really got to get back to Giancarlo.
He can't stay on the field, dude.
So basically, let's just, you tell me when to stop when someone can actually maybe get to 500 homers. Joey Votto, 323. Evan Longoria, 314. Mike Trout, 310.
Mike Trout, this is his first big injury, dude. And so I think, can Mike Trout get 200 homers, dude, by the time he retires? Yes. I think he could.
He need 40 homers for a 5-season stretch. Seems
yeah. I think for
gotta be healthy.
5 seasons. Mike Trout is not a 40-homer guy, bro.
He was on pace for it this year, certainly.
Yeah, but he's more like a 30. I would say that's where his comfort zone is. So you have to what? How many years for 30, dude? Into 200, 7. So 7 years of 30 plus. That's asking a lot.
Well, maybe we forget how good Mike Trout is, Chad, because we haven't seen him since late May. He's been out 3 months with the calf injury.
We know he's one of the best players in baseball.
But the man averages 39 homers a season when playing over 162, which we know he hasn't done.
Wow. So average over 39 a year?
39 a year based on a 162 pace. We know he's only going to play 140, 150 at absolute best. But he's had years where he hit 41, 45, So anyway, moving on from that, I just wanted to shine some light on Friends. It's going to be a long time before we see 500 homers.
Miguel Cabrera needs to be recognized, and he is, of course. But just because he plays for the Tigers, don't sweep on him, man. First ballot Hall of Famer.
Well, hopefully he gets one of those classy farewell tours, a la Derek Jeter, something like that. Maybe he gets, maybe he goes to play in Miami and they give him something for his appreciation from down there. Because we have another legend that's hanging him up soon. He's announced it, Yadier Molina. 2022.
Yes.
Enjoy him while you got him.
I love the way he's doing it. 1-year contract, wants to stay this whole career in St. Louis, and he says this is going to be my last year next year. That's cool.
He did. And so happy trails, farewell, Yadier. And Chad, this topic, Major League Baseball still. A little bit different from MisippBROs to talk about this, though. But we talked about it on Sunday at the game in Oakland. And I want to play the same game real quick. African American baseball players in the major leagues. There's a few that come to mind right off the top of our heads. I could say Andrew McCutchen. You could say.
What are we talking about?
African American baseball players in the major leagues. Give me one.
I can say Amir Garrett, dude.
You can say Amir Garrett. How about Brian Hayes, John Carlos Stanton, Aaron Judge? These are just a couple names that rise to the top. But what we're getting at here is when you really start to think about it, when you really start to go down the list, there's a lot of dark-colored players in baseball. There's a lot of black-colored players in baseball. Torrey Hunter said it years ago. He goes, yeah, there's a lot of black guys in baseball, but they talk like this. A lot of Latinos, a lot of Dominican, a lot of Cuban, and that's props to them. But what we're talking about here is the Tim Andersons. Chicago White Sox, okay?
Yes.
Guys like him.
Chris
minor leagues, Chris Davis.
Yes.
Compton, born and bred. A lot of these kids, baseball is not an easy sport to pick up at a young age in terms of the cost, the equipment, the startup. So many other.
That's a barrier to entry, man. That's a big barrier to entry, and the fact that you need more people around, more friends to play in this sort of environment that we now live in society. It's really hard to do. To get 9 kids together to go play a game. And so that is a huge barrier to entry. And then you have the financial aspect of it, right? Because that is the biggest one you're talking about. How much does a new glove cost? $300. How much does a bat cost? $300. How much? I mean, these kids in the inner cities are not even thinking. The parents are not even thinking about paying for that. So you have a huge barrier to entry, man, and that is why we only see 8% of the opening day roster this year in Major League Baseball was African American. That is a failure and a sad state of affairs.
I mean. And there's a program called RBI, Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities, and they do what they can. It's not that there's a disinterest. It's just, like you said, some of the tools, some of the equipment aren't accessible. It's so much easier for kids from the hood, if you want to say it, or if you want to stereotype it, rough neighborhoods, inner cities. So much easier for them to get their hands on a basketball and go to the park and play one-on-one, play 3-on-3. Football as well, where the equipment is usually provided in public leagues for a cheap fee, and in high school and whatnot. But it's just striking. I have to go back in my mind to think of the last African American MVPs, Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard from the same team. Jimmy Rollins from Oakland. So
in my era, dude, Andre Dawson won the MVP on the last place Cubs, dude.
I mean, Barry Bonds comes to mind, of course, but it's been a long time since we've seen an African American player of his stature. It's been a while. So anyway, just something we were kicking around, and it is the point of the exercise of naming the players that come to mind. It's tough. I could name at least 30, Latin players before I name 30.
Wait about it, man. We talked about why that's the case as well. Because in a lot of those developing countries, man, I've seen it firsthand in the Dominican. A lot of those developing countries, man, that's their way out of poverty. That is their way. So they play baseball all day, every day, and they don't have much else to concentrate on, and the focus is there, and that is another problem that why we don't see a lot of African Americans in the game of baseball as well.
Let's face it, much more cost efficient to sign the young kids from the islands than it is to go into these rough neighborhoods, scout them all the way through high school. Maybe they get to college, but that's a lot more in terms of resources. So let's hope that trend can reverse itself because it's been going like this for years.
Dude, I mean, there has to be people have to do something about it. We can't just hope. Hope is nice. Hope is nice and everything, but things have to be done to get more African American kids out on the ball field, man. And we need to make it happen instead of hoping it happen.
I like that. And transitioning off of a somewhat serious baseball topic to a silly one that you never saw coming. Here it is. You know how your brother's big into aesthetics, right? Let me just mention while I'm wearing this Orioles hat. There's a faux pas out there that really grinds my gears. I might be a proud A's fan. Hello. So people were like, how could you have an Orioles hat? How could you have a White Sox hat? How could you have a Cubs hat and a Giants hat and all this stuff? I might have a lot of hats for, I'm a bit of a collector, but I will always stay true to this. Your brother will never buy a hat that's not in that team's colors because I can't stand a green and gold Giants hat. I can't stand a black and blue A's hat. That's wrong. That's wrong. One of those people, trash people, just go start a fire and get yourself a new hat. Maybe the Baltimore Orioles hop on the train.
Dude, get off. Yeah, don't buy a hat. Don't buy an Orioles hat in green and gold. Got it.
Another baseball aesthetic came across this. It made me laugh. I've thought about this before. Baseball. Thank you for giving us the managers in the same exact attire as the players. Because when you get your Bruce Bochy's and your Tony La Russa bumbling around past their prime, belly hanging over the belt. It's not that they look awful, but they don't look their best.
Nobody wants to see them.
It gets even sillier when you look around the other major sports, hockey, basketball, football, and you picture the coaches in the uniforms. Could you imagine Bill Belichick and shoulder pads and a face mask calling play with a hoodie on over the top?
I mean, it's not like the manager's going to go out and play. I think that's where it came from because managers used to play back in the day.
Don't dress like Chuck Finley anymore.
No, they do not dress like Chuck Finley anymore.
No. And where did this trend begin and why didn't it end? It's so weird to think about. Steve Kerr, Popovich in a tank top.
Maybe at the new bargaining, because we got the new CBA coming up December 1st. There should be a lot of stuff going on. I'm hopeful. There's that word again. That they figured out. But maybe they can say, okay, you know what? You want a salary floor, and you want the DH. We're going to come back to you and say managers don't have to wear the freaking uniform, and they can wear. You know what'll happen. You know what'll happen now. You know what'll happen. If managers get to wear whatever they want, they'll start looking like neck card drivers, dude, NASCAR drivers and golfers. Every corporation stuck to they'll be walking out to the mound looking like a NASCAR driver, dude.
It's just a silly thing. And I seriously do. I lose brain cells thinking about how did this happen? Why did we land on this? But anyway.
And you don't want to see Dave Roberts wearing those Dodger pajamas. You don't want to see those.
No. It's just funny how we arrived there. So anyway, speaking of arriving, LA. Thank you. We just recently, today being August 26th, we just passed by what is affectionately known as Happy Kobe Bryant Day and or Mamba Day. And why August 24th?
Well,
he had a legendary career that spanned 20 seasons. He spent 10 of those seasons in the number 8. He spent the next 10 of those seasons in the number 24. The stats accrued in those two separate careers. Mind-blowing. And I think we got a graphic here to support it. If Bruce doesn't mind queuing it up. If not, I can read it off myself. It is on our Instagram page at MisippBROs. I always want to say happy Kobe Bryant. And fittingly enough, the day falls the day after his actual birthday of August 23rd. So just weird how the, crazy how the universe works sometimes. And I believe we're going to get that graphic prompted up. There it is. Dude. I love it. Look at us with the transition. Woo! So just take a look. 10 seasons in each uniform. He's within 100 points of the other. Field goal percentage. Incredible. Right there.
That is incredible.
Assists within 10.
Wow. That is awesome.
Either career you could say is a Hall of Fame career, and this is why. 95 players in the National Basketball Association Hall of Fame, 95 of them don't have 16,800 points. And he did it twice in 2 uniforms.
Dude, that's not even a conversation. Kobe Bryant is, whether, his freaking unbelievably tragic death. And what people don't talk about him more than anything else, all the good he was already doing when he was finished, and all the things he was gonna do. I feel sad for that, because that guy was gonna really bring a lot of people up with him, dude. And that's what sucks most. But look at those stats. I mean, that is incredible, dude. Absolutely one of the best guys, and the Black Mamba, baby. That's why he was one of the best ever, dude. And man, that's a tough day to look back on, man. I couldn't believe when that happened, man.
I'll never forget where I was when it happened. It was similar to when you first learned of Michael Jackson's death. Big Bruce and I was talking about this the other day. Again, shout out on the graphic, loving the transition.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
His daughter Gianna talk about what could have been. She was on her way to not just a great life, but not just a great basketball player, but a charmed life.
Well-lived life, dude.
Well-lived life.
Difference.
But there's a lot of WNBA gals that worked with her that they were saying she was a killer. She was like her dad, and she was going to be something. So here's to the ones that we didn't get to see it play out. Reminds me of Jose Fernandez being taken way too soon. Different reasons, maybe more in his control than others. I'm not going to debate that. But yeah, I won't forget where I was January 22nd of 2020. And I personally say that Kobe Bryant's sudden death kicked off the weirdest year of our lives.
You could say that with nobody disagreeing with you.
Nobody.
Absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not, man. And that's just, hey, man, Mamba, rest in peace, dude. And everyone else on that helicopter, man, including his daughter. Their lives got cut short, man. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one for society, dude. Kobe was doing some great things. But let's think about what he did give us, dude. It was fantastic to watch that guy, regardless if it was against the Warriors or anyone else. As an athlete, just in awe of what that guy accomplished and how freaking dedicated and what a Mamba snake, dude. He wanted that last shot. He needed that last shot. He took that last shot and he made that last shot.
And I'm almost certain he finished his career. It might not have been. He was putting up a lot of shots in that farewell tour, but didn't he end his career with a 60-point game?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, right.
What else would he do? Right?
Yeah. That's going out on top.
Kobe Bean Bryant from Lower Marion, Pennsylvania. My JV baseball coach, Chris Lenardi. If you're listening, I'll never forget the story and the highlight you showed when Kobe Bryant dunked over you in high school.
That's a great freaking life highlight right there.
You got dunked on by Kobe Bryant? Yeah, I did. I don't want to.
Dude, I'm good in this life, dude. I got dunked on by Kobe, bro. I'm good.
Chooch, I think you had a topic. or two. Maybe you wanted to get to. I know Bruce threw in some Manny Pacquiao talk. I got to the topics I wanted to hit today. We can fall back on a Sips quick hit if we'd like. But I know Bruce mentioned Deion Sanders. He mentioned Manny Pacquiao. The one you want to dive into.
Dude, I want to talk about Pacquiao real quick because I heard that they were going to fight again. I'm like, just go away. Seriously, man. I mean, talk about horrible timing. This guy had the fight of his life lined up. Him and Mayweather back in their prime. They did not give it to us. They cried about it. Bitched about the money. And then they wanted to fight later on in life. And now Pacquiao is still fighting. I mean. To me, it's a tired old game. These guys gotta just go right off into the sunset. It makes me wonder, man. Does he have like money problems or something? What's going on with him, man? I mean, he's made gazillions of dollars, man. But who knows, dude? Who knows what people do with their money? I don't know. Why is he still fighting? And is he getting his arse beat? Which obviously he did.
I think I'd lean on the fact he probably has a competitive spirit that won't die. He's probably got a lot of pride involved, and maybe wants to go out in the perfect way. I don't think he's short on the cashola, not just because he's made a ton, but we have first-hand accounts from our producer here. He's been to the Philippines and said he saw what looked more like a castle or a palace. And Manny Pacquiao is basically regarded as a living legend. God.
No, he's a god.
He's a king over there. I think he's doing all right, and I'm sure people would support a GoFundMe if Manny Pacquiao ever hit the curb.
More than likely. I'm just saying. I'm wondering why he's still. His timing is terrible to me from an outsider looking at the boxing landscape. When he was at his peak, that's when you want to get the best fights. That's when you want to make your biggest name. And to me, he didn't do that. And he cares. Like he cares, but I won't forgive him for it. I don't forgive him or Mayweather for not fighting at their peak. That was the draw of the. They waited like 5-6 years too late. It's wrong, dude. You do it when you. Dude, I'm not going to go out and try to play my best baseball at age 42 as opposed to 22. All right, dude. That's what my take.
And straight from our producer, Manny Pacquiao lost to Udin Pagas. And they were not lined up to face each other. Each of them had separate opponents that were ruled out for whatever reason. And so they still put on the fight. So yeah, it does smell of desperation. I really do think Pacquiao's just trying to go out. He's trying to go out in a way that's already past him. You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head. You hit it on the head.
You know what, man? There's another life thing you can talk about. Your JV coach got dunked on by Kobe. Pacquiao could say, "Damn, dude, I just got beat by Udin."
Well, a little bit different. I think one of those more famous than the other. You're right. Another good topic. Deion Sanders bringing all the swag to Jackson State football. He made an immediate impression as soon as he got there in some sort of a limo. I know he's decked the team out with new uniforms, new helmets, and he's encouraged, new training rooms. He's really invested a lot of his flair, a lot of his passion, and trust me, young black kids will follow. Right? Young kids in general. I don't mean to just say black kids, of course, but they're going to follow a guy like that. Prime time, baby. Come on. Feel good. Look good. Play good. That was always Deion's thing. And what young kid wouldn't want to go to a coach that says those things and puts the passion into the program?
No doubt. I think it's great for the game. I think it's great for the game, dude, and for Jackson.
And look at the recruiting.
Look at Penny Hardaway did in Memphis. Look what all these guys are doing, man, and bringing notoriety and people wanting to play for them. College football. Along with everything else is going through a huge everything is during this great reset. That's what I call this time, the great reset. The great reset. Everything's being looked at as, hey man, what the hell's going on here? Maybe we can do this better. And college football get the realignment, the SEC saying we're going to poach the best teams, and then all the other conferences coming together saying, no, we're going to start scheduling each other, so you can't do that. Why not? Why can't these kids go play for someone that's an NFL Hall of Famer, and was also in the World Series in baseball, and the swag, and the confidence, and go play for them, and get some gear at the same time, dude, and the notoriety. More power to them, because the NCAA has been keeping people down for way too long.
And he also from Bruce says that Deion's pushing other former Hall of Famers like Eddie, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Marshall Faulk. He's pushing for them to become coaches at historically black college universities. So look at the ripple effect. If I'm a young kid, black or not, I'd want to go play for one of those guys before I go suit up for the old glory days of Notre Dame. Right? Notre Dame ever going to be good again? I seriously wonder this.
Who cares?
Who cares? All right, what else do we got here?
Hey, dude, I want to comment on something Bruce put in the comments. I just looked at. He said no money problems. He said no money problems. He's basically talking about Pacquiao. No, basically the president of the Philippines. There's only one. And his name is Duterte. And he is the president. And let me tell you, dude, he will F you up, dude, if you say anything different. I've been to the Philippines. I saw walk by and I still have paper with him on the front of the daily paper, holding the freaking machine gun, the president of the Philippines. And I go, yeah, dude, that guy's the president. So, Bruce, I understand what you're talking about. He might be the mayor, not the president.
And there it is. And Bruce also saying Eddie George, former Tennessee Titan, Tennessee State as the coach. Good stuff. That's good stuff. Bruce, a longtime fan of Eddie George's. He was basically a Titans fan at that time because of Eddie George, I believe. Number 27 in your program. Number 1 in Bruce's heart at the time. And Eddie George, fun to watch. A big running back. People forget how big he was. I think closer to 6'3" than he was 6'2", and just mowing people down. Everyone except Ray Lewis, who always got the best of him.
Always, but that was a great rivalry for a long time.
It was great smash mouth football. So yes, moving on, Chad.
What you got for us, dude? We're knocking it back, dude.
I got it. We always promise the folks an off the ball topic. I didn't get anything from the chat today that supported such a thing, but I did have one that I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this to happen on Saturday in the city of Brentwood, California, but it happened. I learned a little bit. You ever been swarmed by wasps?
No, I have not. I have not been swarmed by wasps, dude. What happened to you, bro? Come on.
So shout out disc golf. Helping a gal, listener of the program. Kay Cookin, if you're listening, was happy to play disc golf with you on Saturday, get you involved in the sport. Sister of our favorite Viking callers. Anyway, getting to the point. She had a disc up in a tree about 30 feet. Not the first time I've thrown a baseball to get a disc out of a tree. And no, I didn't throw a baseball directly at a wasp. That's not what happened here. What happened here was I'm throwing the ball up, takes a couple throws, the ball comes crashing back down to earth. I'm lining up the next shot, and before I know it, my shins are on fire. I look down. There's more than two wasps about yay big, about the size of my thumb. They're big enough. I can see their mandibles chewing my leg. And so I say, "Holy shit!" And I just start doing the hot man dance. Right? Got hands in my pants. Worse than that, I got wasp in my pants. One of those buggers got up in my shorts, bit me multiple times, and parts I can't show you on the show. Now, here's the lesson. It hurt. I knew it would hurt. At the time, I was relieved. It's going to hurt for an hour or two. It might be sore tomorrow, but at least they're not. I don't have stingers stuck in me. They weren't yellow jackets. So I'm thinking I'm in the clear. I'm good. Hey, fast forward 72 hours. Couldn't sleep. So itchy. Oh my god.
Dude, I can vouch for that, dude. I hung out with you on Sunday, dude. In the Monday morning. Itch fest, dude. Itch fest. You were itching so much, it made me want to itch, and I didn't even have wasp bites.
Itching like a damn dog. Now I have not been this itchy since my last bout with poison oak, and I was probably a kid at that time.
Don't bring up poison oak.
No. Because poison oak, I know all about. Like, don't touch it, don't rub the oils, don't get it on your fingers. You'll spread it. I took the opposite approach with the wasp bite. I said, I can't spread this, right? I'm just down on myself. Not the best thing to do, people. Get the itch cream. Don't be too proud.
Yeah, dude. You did the stubborn MisippBRO, dude. That's all.
You ever been swarmed by anything? Does this story bring up any sort of animal encounter, anything like that to you?
God, man, dude. I'm trying to think, man. If I got swarmed by nests, no, man. I remember when I was a kid, man. My grandpa hit something in the backyard, hit a nest, dude, and I was playing out on the porch. He comes running in, dude. Going. Go inside. Get inside. And I see all these freaking bees and all these all over him, dude. And he's like getting stung up. And he was a big old Pollock, dude. So he was freaking. I've never seen my grandpa like scared, dude. He was like, run inside. I'm like, what?
Strength in numbers. Those fuckers are always going to win. And if I didn't say it eloquently, the wasp turned out in my case, they came from underground. Because my buddy Patrick, shout out Patrick, P. Will Till, he's off to the side. And as I start doing the hot pan stance, he goes, Mark, look out. And I'm already swaying. It's too late. Anyway, I get out of there. He gets bit a couple times. It was eventful. It was a good time. Shout out Underground Wasps. Yes. Keep your head on a swivel, people.
That's another reason not to go to Brentwood for me. Anyway.
But a new disc golf course.
But a new disc golf course.
Creekside Park. Now, Chad, I don't have too much for Sips quick hits, but I found something you're going to appreciate. I think anyone should appreciate this. It's never to be repeated again in the history of the world. Ready? Are you familiar? Hall of Fame baseball player by the name of Bob Feller.
Of course, dude. Yes.
Strikeout machine.
Cleveland Indians pitcher, man, one of the fastest, probably the fastest fastball back in the day.
And here's the stats. No lies said by Chad right there. But couldn't ignore this. 1938, he led the league in strikeouts. 1939, he led the league in strikeouts. 1940, he led the league in strikeouts. 1941, he led the league in strikeouts. 1942, he served in World War II. 1943, he served in World War II. 94, 95. He didn't make his return to baseball for 4 years. Guess what he did in 1946?
Man child.
Led the league in strikeouts. And he did it two more times.
So serving our country overseas in a world war. And these guys came back and did that and started having families. That's called baller status.
That's called real American men that you'll never see again like this. Right?
And they're gone. That was an era. Those guys are gone. That was American men to a T. Right there.
Including Ted Williams batting .406 between tours. You know. Of
course. He was a freaking fighter pilot in the Marines. That's not just a tour. That is unbelievable.
We're not worthy.
Oh my gosh. Jackie Robinson served. Okay. A lot of guys served, man. Larry Doby. All these guys served in the U.S. Armed Forces, dude. In between. And that was just something you did back then. You got called up. You went. You came back, dude. And you started playing again. It's Bob Feller, baby. Let me see if I can get this right. Man, I'm gonna screw this up. The Cleveland Comet. I think I screwed that up, dude. I'm sorry. I have to look it up. Yeah.
Nothing. Baseball reference page can't give us in a couple of seconds here.
It's a city. It's not Cleveland. It's a city. Damn it. Anyway,
we don't have his nickname on there.
No.
Shoot.
No. Okay. All right. Anyways, man, good stuff, dude. That was off the wall. That was definitely off the wall, man. We're not getting back here on a Thursday, man. Mark's wearing the Orioles hat after they break a 19-game losing streak. Chooch is grabbing the tan in Pismo Beach. Everything's good in life. We hope you're having a great one out there as well, man. Bruce is doing his thing, talking some smack in the comments, man. Talking Bruce about that. He's talking some good smack.
He's got a good off-the-ball topic for us, which I think we're going to pocket it for a future show because we're up against it here, and we do try to keep it tight, try to keep it right. I don't have a follow-up rhyme for that because I don't want to say something stupid. Anyway, happy to be back. Thank you, boys, for holding down on Monday.
Yes.
A baseball-oriented version of MisippBROs, of course. That's our current sport. It's in season. Fans will get to the NFL shortly. It's coming. Fantasy football. Talk about it. I'll probably talk about it a little more than Chad. Chad might do some research. He might even do a mock draft or two. Just to hang in the conversation with Bruce and I. No.
I will listen intently, dude. I don't have time. I'm not an NFL roster guy anymore. Just not. That's the way it is. Yeah.
Thank you for your honesty.
I look at the Raiders and the Niners sometimes to see what's going on a little bit on the athletic. And dude, the guys they're talking about, I don't know who they are. Mike linebackers, defensive linemen, offensive. I'm like, okay.
Chad's like Fred Warner. Why is that guy worth the highest annual salary at linebacker in the league?
Well, I know Fred Warner, dude.
All right,
good. I'm talking about that. I know Fred Warner, BYU, and so I know that, dude. So you know, maybe I'm selling myself short a little bit. Long story short is that we will definitely talk about it. But don't get me into fantasy football, dude. I'm not doing that.
It's coming. A lot of our listeners have been demanding it, and so it's coming. I got to talk a little bit about it.
You might ask questions about the numbers. I can tell you how I feel about that guy. See what he's going to do. And we'll go from there.
Here's a fun fact. Late 90s, early 2000s, Chad, he introduced me to fantasy football. You were playing on a little website called...
I forget.
Damn it. Because I don't forget. I remember. Sandbox. Remember Sandbox?
Oh my God, dude! Right. That's right, dude. Yeah, but you know what, man? I didn't like it because I had to set a lineup every week, and I'm like, oh my God,
that took 2 minutes of your day.
2 minutes, dude. Come on, decisions are you know, man. These are freaking take forever, man. And then what I hated most about fantasy football is there's a lot of things I don't like about it, but there's one of them is that you play one guy, put one guy in the bench, and of course the guy in the bench goes off, and you're just like, I can't enjoy the game, dude. When that stuff happens, I can't do it. I want to enjoy the performance I'm watching, but when that performance I'm watching, the guy I have on the bench, I get all pissed off, dude. So I can't do that to myself.
And so many years that you were playing in that sport at the time, it would have been wise to take a guy like LaDainian Tomlinson because he was the best at his game, and then you turn around and watch him run and pass and catch touchdowns. He did it against the Raiders. He did it twice. I'll never forget it. How could they not stop him? Well, a lot of people couldn't. LT had one of the greatest seasons of all time when he scored 32 touchdowns. And who was his lead blocker? Who deserved a ton of shine for that season?
He's the fullback man. He's on the radio in the Bay Area. I haven't heard him in a while. Dude. I forget his name.
Lorenzo Neal. One of the only fullbacks deserving of Hall of Fame status. I hope he gets Lorenzo Neal. Shout out Lorenzo Neal.
He does not deserve Hall of Fame status. Stop
fullback
that.
Then what? It's a position with no Hall of Famers.
Well, then there's a reason, because they're not Hall of Famers, dude.
You got to put one in, just like you had to put Hunter in.
No, you don't. You don't. This participation trophy stuff goes too far.
He really had a great career. Like 10-time Pro Bowler.
He had a great career, but he was a fullback. Okay.
Fullback for one of the greatest rushers of all time.
Excellent. Congratulations. Let's put the whole offensive line in the whole time LT played as well.
Put on the tape, Chad. Put on the tape, and let me show you 41 causing havoc on the field. That guy was like a linebacker playing in reverse.
I know Lorenzo Neal was a bull, dude. There's no doubt about it. But come on, man. You can't put him in the hall. Okay. Well, for another time, dude. All right. Hey, great yakking with you on a Thursday. Great having everybody here, man. And keep coming in and watching the MisippBROs, man. We love talking, yakking, doing our thing here on YouTube and all the way around the world, I guess, dude. I think I'll spin around in my chair a little bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as you swivel around the chair, it's kind of hypnotizing. And yes, fans, listeners, if you haven't already followed us on Instagram, please do. And if you missed earlier in the show the Kobe Bryant discussion, check out the graphic we posted on MisippBROs. Just crazy numbers regarding his career in number 8 and number 24. So rest in peace to a true legend, a one-team legend.
The greatest for a reason.
And how lucky were Lakers fans to have him for 20 years? You know what it makes me think about? How lucky Warriors fans are going to be when we enjoy 16 to 17 years of Steph Curry all in one uniform.
There you go, man. Nice way to wrap it up, my friend. Hey, it's been great, man. Love you, bro. Have a good one, dude. Stay away from the hornet's nest. Don't throw baseballs and disc golfs. And is golf a sport? We will continue this conversation later.
All right. Well, thanks again, fans, for joining us. We will catch you Monday, as always, right at noon.
Excellent. High noon, baby. Get on it. MisippBROs coming at you live. Get after it.
We out.